So yeah, this song Holy Water was written about 5 feet that way on the piano. Martin was playing the piano. We were working on another song. We stopped the computer for a second and heard what he was doing. We were like, oh my gosh, we got to pay attention to that, because it felt really special and powerful. So we got lost for like 3 days in this song, on the writing, the production, the whole thing. Yeah, and I think for me, we all have our stories to tell, but for me, having struggled in my own life with addiction, with anxiety, with all manner of results of sin, and my own sin, and just being in the fallen world, this song to me is such a celebration of the joy of what it means to be forgiven. I mean, that bridge just knocks me out every time. I don't want to abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me want to change. So I'm just excited to share this song with you guys, because it really comes from a pure place in our heart.
So what I love about song Holy Water is that I think a lot of times as we write worship music, we feel like we need to write songs for right now and be as current as possible. And really for Holy Water, it's kind of like a anthem of the different decades that we were all raised in, and we just sort of accidentally started putting all this different genres of music together, and that's really the sound of Holy Water is birthed out of that. And I love that we don't have to be confined by what's happening right now, or what happened 50 years ago, or what we think might happen 5 years from now, because the music of God is timeless. And so we want to write songs that aren't trying too hard to be something, but that are just a visible or a sonic representation of where our hearts are.
It's really interesting that there can be a culture of heaviness around forgiveness, but I love that this song speaks forgiveness in such a joyous manner, because it's something to be celebrated and to enjoy, and I think heaviness is to lead us to the cross, but from the cross on, it's joy.
It's so good. Yeah, this song really is a celebration of forgiveness and addresses that issue of shame, and I love that. And the bridge comes from Romans 6. It says, I don't want to abuse your grace. God, I need it every day. It's the only thing that ever really makes me want to change. And I think that really is the Father's heart for us, is to understand His grace, that He's not demanding that we clean ourselves up, but He wants to lavish His grace on us, and once we've experienced it, we don't want to take advantage of it or abuse it, because we have this relationship with grace. Grace is not just a good idea or an abstract thing. Grace is a person, and His name is Jesus, and once we've encountered Him, and once we have a relationship with Him, we don't want to use that. We don't want to use our close friend. But still, even when we do, which we always do, there is still so much grace, and I love that.